Well, if I was Prime Minister, the first thing I would do would enforce more bicycles in central London, preferably vintage bicycles with men dressed in tweed, obviously, because you ride much sensibly and with much more care and thought for other drivers when you're dressed like that. I'd probably push conserving anything pre-1959 because it will last forever, and we have far too much consumerism in modern society, and I would conserve things and not waste products, goods, whatever. I'll probably have quite a big ban on the late night drinking of Shoreditch, obviously, and have more tea drinking during the day, which is much more civil, and you do much better business. I would enforce a national wear a frock day, probably during the summer, because ladies and women are far prettier in a frock. So, and it brings back some nostalgia and romance to life. I probably wouldn't make a good Prime Minister because I'm far too honest and far too much. I'm not a cad at all. And I would be far too honest, and I would be far too nice to people and say, well, okay, you can't pay that, that's fine. Make sure you send me an extra cup of tea or something.